There are dozens and dozens of reporters here already, and they are arriving every moment.
Is that all we're worth?
What you're seeing is not a real active shooter situation.
I participated in a school shooting drill at Nagel.
I participated in the Forest Hills emergency evacuation drill to test the possibility of a school shooting and how our community would respond to it.
The intruder drills are part of our hostile environment type responses.
Basically here at Forest Hills, how we deal with an active aggressor is working through the ALICE protocols.
They're designed to help you guys practice.
It'll allow people to lock down if that's the safest thing. It'll evade, evacuate, and we try to inform everybody in the same process.
We have an intruder in the building. 911 has been called. Intruder, you need to exit the building. The police are on their way.
When we walked in,
What happens is there is a simulated intruder.
it was taking place at a film camp that I participated in.
I thought we would simply go in there and just be like an extra to see how everything worked and make sure it was all down pat.
And the school has a response based in their system, their emergency operation plan.
We were given kind of name badges that you weren't allowed to look at until the actual event. And they said, you know, you were either shot in the leg or you were killed or some other horrific event.
Come on, ready up.
And then the next minute, shots go off.
The event overall was freaky.
0 to 100 instantaneously, and my heart just jumped out of my chest because it sounds exactly like a real bullet.
I had the opportunity to see how the police would interact with themselves, with the fire department, and with the school officials, and that enabled us to really fine-tune those levels of communication, because communication is key in this situation.
I never could imagine that they would respond the way they did, and it was awesome that they did. Like, you could tell the whole community was there for us.
So in case something really does happen, the worst imaginable thing happens, that you guys are prepared, that students are prepared to do what they need to do.
And, you know, it was kind of, I was supposedly shot in the leg, so I was like limping around, and the pain it feels almost real to you. It's like a phantom pain because you're so in this mindset that they stick you in that, you know, now my leg is supposedly throbbing and, you know, I'm like walking differently without even thinking about it. I don't think the impact really came through to me until afterwards.
Certain things that happened, I never imagined would happen the way they did, like the way that people responded to the event.
Well, in today's society, you never know what's going to happen.
The world's changing. We don't live in the same world we used to 20 or 25 years ago.
But it's just something I wouldn't even imagine, because you see it on the news and you see it everywhere. But at this point, it happens so often that it's just like, oh, another one, and it's sad. And now that I participated in this, it made it a lot more real.
How will these drills make community safer?
On pause.
I decided to sign up because I knew that it was innovative and I knew that the chance to potentially help some other poor school that has gone through it would, and to be able to empathize with it.
Our biggest life asset is the schools. That is where the largest collection of individuals routinely come together. If we can work on protecting that group, that helps us also protect the smaller groups that might congregate.
ALICE response also works in businesses as well, the business setting, or hospitals, or wherever we may have churches as well.
I'd be able to empathize with the people who have gone through the same thing or a similar situation that I would never have been able to get from anything else.
The event made it feel a lot more realistic.
It definitely wasn't a joke anymore. I know a lot of people, say that, hey, we're doing another one of the drills because it's so overpopularized now.
But the reason we concentrate on the larger life situations like the schools is because that's the biggest challenge for us. And ultimately, if we can learn to deal with that situation, we should be able to modify what's called our incident management system to address any of the smaller situations.
We do know that we must do more to reach out to our children and teach them to express their anger and to resolve their conflicts with words, not weapons.
We've endured too many of these tragedies in the past few years. And each time I learn the news, I react not as a president, but as anybody else would, as a parent.